Cherry, we are going live right now. Who do you want to do a shout out to?
Caden and Yas, the Fame Coven.
All right, Kate and Yas, here we go. Guys, one more time, just honored to talk to another amazing guest. This is Cherry. And just like Madonna and just like Cher, it's one named Cherry. She's your friendly neighborhood witch who happens to sling some tarot, mean tarot. She's actually read me, which is like very cool. And sometimes sings, loves karaoke. We might talk about that too, seeing as how I had a karaoke cult. We are going to talk about her favorite songs, and all that. She grew up as a witch and is a practicing researcher of all things esoteric, and she likes to pass along her knowledge to you so that you can learn how to use your intuition. She's awesome and cool. Jerry, how are you doing?
I'm doing so good and I'm so excited to be here.
Uh, I'm excited that you are here. So we are going to jump right into the deep end. We're not going to mess around. First of all, you are a witch. You are not a psychic. What is the difference, or is there one?
So I would probably, I think it's just that psychic's a very loaded word, as is witch. For me, witch is a term that's been kind of very loaded, and it's very loaded in like that feminine power, whereas psychic is like, like there's like that mental stuff. There's actually a book that is called Psychic Witch by Matt Oren. So you could actually be both. So I would probably be in that area of being both, but I never really used the word psychic, even though others would probably use that word with me, because that's also such a loaded word. When you hear the word psychic, you think, oh, I'm going to read your mind, versus like my cards are going to read you to fill.
Right.
Like,
So that I want to tell everyone that's watching right now that we are going to do, and when I say we, I mean Cherry. I'm just hanging on. Some actual readings today online, and we're going to tell you how to actually get in on that. But watch just for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to have Cherry explain that to you, so you can actually get your readings online and ask. Well, not ask questions, but we'll explain that too. So, Cherry, you have a little bit different way of doing your readings than other psychics, because I've worked with a lot of them, and usually they will just say, "Give me all this information," and they'll read it back to you. How do you do your readings? Huh? She doesn't, because she is frozen right now. So what? What
so
I will.
I
There she
have
is.
them. Oh, I'm here. Um, so how I like to do my readings is I have the person give me a color, and because I have about like 40 different tarot decks, all in their own beautiful matching Ipsy bags, I will
See
either
it.
tap into the color on the bag or the color in the deck and base it on that. So, like, they might give me the color silver. I'll pick, say, purple, I'll use this deck. Or if they say blue, I might feel drawn to this Prisma Visions deck, or I might feel drawn to like the This Might Hurt deck, or maybe they'll say yellow. So it's a way for me to tap into their current energy. And also, usually, whatever deck I get, that deck has a specific message for them. A lot of different decks come with unique cards. Like this one comes with like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 unique cards, including strawberries and tiny elephants. Whereas this deck, which is the Mystic Medleys deck, comes with the Happy Squirrel and Sad Squirrel card. So you might get one of those cards, or like this deck comes with the Akashic Records card. So depending on the color you pick, you might also get that bonus card, and that has the message. Or since the decks have different illustrations, you might need to hear from that illustration specifically. The 78 tarot cards are going to all be the same, like basic meanings, but I like to do layers of meaning. So I don't just tap into the card that's in front of me. I'll tap into all of my knowledge of all the different versions of like the Fool card. But like, for example, I said this on the promo, but we're gonna go again. This deck, the Fool card, has a pelican on it. So I might go like Google pelican magical correspondences or magical meaning and give an extra layer of meaning. Whereas this one, since this is based off the Smith Waite Tarot, the Fool card is gonna be someone like walking off a cliff, which is what a lot of the kind of cards are gonna be, like with that Smith Waite. A lot of that inspired style is that Fool going off the cliff.
That is
So
amazing. So
yeah.
you've got how many decks? You said 40.
About 40 tarot decks and like another 30 something odd oracle decks.
So how do you read somebody? One, we're thousands or hundreds of miles apart. and then somebody gives you red, and then someone else gives you red. How do you read them differently?
Um, Sometimes I have different colors. So, like, let's say I have you picked red. This is a red one. Let's see if I have another red one. Let's see. That's pink. But I would probably like go for like another deck that maybe has like red tones in it. In fact, I know I have another deck. So like I might be like, okay, which one feel like I just kind of go with which one feels right. There
Okay.
is this book by Cindy Dale called Subtle Energy Techniques, and she had such a great way to just tap into your intuitive energy by you kind of close your eyes, you tap into your own energy, and then you tap into the spirits and other spirits around you energy, and then you tap into like the all source spirit energy. And that just kind of clears a channel up. And so if I really don't just have like an instant answer, I also use my muscle intuition. So this is a muscle test. So like this is a yes or this is a no. So I'm like, oh, does this person need like this deck? No. Do they need this deck? Yes. So I would pick this deck, which is the Green Witch Tarot is in here. I forget what this one is called, but this is a very unique deck that I got off Kickstarter where there's no people on it. It's just the pieces of the tarot, like
Wow.
card.
That is amazing. All right, well, we are going to do this. Just for everyone that's hanging on and waiting, we are going to actually, we again, it's actually going to be Cherry who's going to do some readings, and she's going to ask people for their colors, and we're going to do some readings here on the show today. So uh, I see we've already got some people throwing out a couple of colors, and we have some believers. Lisa, how are you today? So let's, you teach people also, you teach them to use their intuition, right? So how do you do that?
I teach general witchcraftery. Um, so it's intuition, I guess, is part of the package. With intuition, part of it is you just kind of have to shut off part of your brain and just let go and let flow and stop overthinking. And part of like one way I like to teach intuition is just to start noticing like where in your body like sometimes your intuition comes from. I don't always get the gut hits anymore because I've gotten that channel really open, but before, when I was kind of like starting to learn my intuition, like a really hard intuition hit would like hit me on like the right side of my body, kind of my gut area. It wouldn't be like a very strong physical feeling. It'd be just kind of like a weird intuitive hit, like a like I don't know how to explain it, but like it wouldn't. I would know it was like an intuitive hit in that area. So that's one way that I tapped into my own intuition. But a couple other ways, because I teach, like I said, the whole kind of general witchcraftery thing, magic, esoterica. I kind of combined it all into a hodgepodge of here's how to make magic in your life. So I would like, for example, tell them to like maybe look at their astrology chart, see where their moon sign is at, and see how their intuition is going to maybe even come in. I am an Aries moon, so my intuition is going to probably come in kind of quick little bursts of just fire energy compared to someone who might be like a Cancer moon and theirs is going to be a little bit more imaginative, right? And as you get better, you'll probably tap into wider and wider forms of it. Like as I've gotten better at my intuition, like I have a very good clear visual eye. I had like a moment with my best friend the other day where I saw a very clear like vision in my mind's eye of like what could have been a past life if one believes in past lives, which interesting thing.
Uh-huh.
If you take things and you unravel that thread, if you unravel the thread on past lives and you play around with that whole dissolution of ego thing, you're every past life ever, and they're all happening at once. Enjoy. Have
So we
fun
don't
with
have to
that,
worry
y'all.
about fourth dimensions and time travel. You are the past life right now.
It's the joke I like to use is have you ever heard the Bible in 1 second?
Uh, No.
That's the Bible in 1 second.
That's it.
That's all of
Awesome.
existence happening everywhere, everything everywhere all at once. Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness. That's everything.
It's gonna be what's the new telescope? Everyone's looking back into the 13 billion years ago, the James
Oh
Webb.
my gosh,
Yeah, James Webb
yes.
Telescope, which is pretty
Right,
awesome. So
right.
that's gonna be cool. You know what? I am like so excited to get going with the readings. I wonder if we should just jump right into it, or is there anything we should talk about before we get to that? There's so many
Let's
things we
see.
could, but I
There's
just
so many we could absolutely talk about. So, okay, before we get into the readings, I guess I will give like a little readings disclaimer. Entertainment purposes only. That's just like the legalese, right?
right.
But also, take what you need from the reading. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. It might be a thing that it resonates in like a couple days, or it might be a thing that it resonated a week ago. I'm not seeing the person face to face. I'm just getting a color and I'm just going pure intuitive hits. Also, me and the tarot cards are good cop, bad cop. They're just gonna lay the smackdown, and I'm just the interpreter while the cards are just laying down the complete smackdown. And I'll try to give you like the good part of it too. Like I combine
Okay.
the tarot with the life coaching. Like my tarot isn't just like, people often will try to outsource their problem to tarot
Yes.
when it's actually like a life coaching problem. The tarot for me is like, instead of having them ask me a question, the tarot is just going to talk about whatever it wants to talk about and be like, no, don't worry about if that person has a crush on you. If you have to have a reading to find out if the person has a crush on you, they probably don't have a crush on you.
So, you know what? And that leads me to one more question before we get into this. A lot of people, and that I've talked to a lot of gypsies, right? And
Mhm.
people ask all the gypsies, like, how do I get my ex back? Will my ex come back? Do I belong with my ex? There are 8 billion people on this planet. Why does everyone want their ex back?
Because we have been very trained to externally seek the thing that we need to internally get. I play with Neville Goddard's law of assumption. For me, it's like the grand unified magic theory, which his law of assumption is your imagination is God. God is a loaded word. I like to say more that your imagination is a fractal representation of the superposition of everything in existence and the void of nothingness. That's just Schrodinger's cat existing all at the same time. So what I've learned from that is your reality is a mirror of everything that you're feeling in here. Everything you assume about others and everything you assume about yourself has no choice but to conform back and reflect to you. And if you rewind it a little bit, like throw that out, throw it and toss it in the garbage, rewind it a little bit and look at kind of like neuroplasticity and your reticular activating system. Your reticular activating system is going to filter and distort and tell you like what you want to hear based on the way you're filtering your reality. So you have neural connections that are covered in myelin sheaths, kind of like when you learn an instrument and you get better or you get better at drawing.
Right.
That's because the myelin sheath is getting thicker. So when you have a neural connection that's really thick, that's telling your reticular activating system, please look for like why no one will ever love me. Like then it's like ordering from a waiter and then being surprised when the waiter brings you the food that you ordered. Like, I didn't order this, nobody loves me. Yeah, you kind of did. So people are seeking this external thing with their ex when the thing that they actually need is a deep self concept journey, not just self love, but self concept, who they are in relationship to others. Like, are they seeing themselves as someone who is never going to date? Are they seeing themselves as someone who's unlovable? Are they seeing themselves as, someone who just can't get with people? Or alternatively, are they seeing other people in a certain way? If someone is constantly saying, you know what, all men suck and I never want to date them and they don't want to date me because all men everywhere suck, your reticular activating system is going to bring you the order of, please show me how men suck. Like,
Okay. I want to say that analogy of the waiter and ordering one thing and that's what they bring you, I think is a perfect analogy for how the actual brain works. And so let's get going on this. We've got people throwing up colors already. They're like throwing them up like gang signs. So let's get started. Do you need to do anything special before we go, or should I just pull up the first person and we'll just go down the list? And how long are we going to do each reading? Just a minute, two
um,
minutes, less than that?
the reading is the reading. I won't get too long with it though.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
kind of my thing. The reading is the reading. If they want a one-on-one, they can go to my website, and we can do like a bigger, deeper, in-depth reading where like they'll get that one-on-one FaceTime with me, and they'll not only get the reading, but they'll also get that like life coaching advice. Because getting the reading is one thing, but then actually doing something with it is a whole other thing.
Okay. So Majorly Arcane is your website.
Mhm.
MajorlyArcane.com. So if you guys want longer readings after this little introduction or introductory reading, go to MajorlyArcane.com, talk to Cherry, and game on. So let's go and find out what's happening. And I'm literally going to go, I think I'll just go down the line for people that
Perfect.
asked, and let's see what happens. And our first one, Caden Nettlepack. How are you today, Caden? Caden has thrown up a color, and here we go. We are looking for purple.
Purple. Okay, you know what? Normally I would do this deck, but because I know Caden, we're actually going to use this deck. It isn't a pink case, but It has purple here, so that's how I'm tapping into this energy, because I know that this is going to be whatever Caden needs to hear. So what does Caden need to hear? See, I'm tapping into my spirit. I'm tapping into all the spirits around me and spirit guides and gods and goddesses and egregoric entities. And now I'm tapping into the source energy. So there you go. Okay. By the way, one fun thing that I'm going to mention before I do this reading, one of the things I kind of like to think about when it comes to tarot is that like these are all in like a quantum state. Any card could be any card, and when I basically pull the card, that sine wave collapses, and that's how I get the card. It's not that the card was in the right place; it's that like the universe took me to the right card that needed to be pulled.
Well, Caden says that he almost picked pink, so game on.
Okay. So we got the Five of Swords reversed. The Five of Swords is like a kind of you won the argument, but at what cost? Whenever a reversal comes up, I like to do it as it's either like you're getting over that energy, or it's too much of that energy. And I'm getting like this, like, so we got that. We got the Four of Pentacles, which is kind of this like scarcity, holding on energy. And we have this like Two of Wands planning card, but I feel like there's one more card here. Okay. Nope. Oh, okay. So we got one. Oh, sorry. We're doing a quick one. Stop overthinking, Caden. Damn. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from this. We got a bunch of swords in reverse. Stop overthinking. You're holding on too tightly to your thoughts, because that's the argument that you won, but at one cost. If you hold on tightly to your thoughts tightly enough, then maybe you can feel the thing that you want to feel, as opposed to not stressing out about it. And it's preventing you from being partners with yourself, not partners with someone else, but partnership with yourself and your brain and how you're thinking. Because we've got this Five of Swords reversed. That's the argument. We got this Four of Pentacles that's holding on to this energy tightly. And like we got this like planner energy. Like you really want to go for your plans, and we want to go for this like partnership plan, but you're stuck with like these two swords in reverse, like this Page of Swords, that's like that like childhood overthinky energy. We got the Ace of Swords. Both of these are like the beginning of this like thinking journey. Like I feel like this is like a let go and like let goddess kind of energy. Queen of Swords, like that's me cutting through the bullshit about this, like let go, let goddess, not just let God, but let goddess. And we got the Hierophant, which is can be teacher energy, can be strict like institutional structures kind of energy. But what are we going for here? Page of Cups. Heal that inner child shit. We're going to pull one from one of my oracles just to see why all this is coming up. Oh, cursed. Not that Caden is cursed, but what deep limiting beliefs do you need to acknowledge and work through right now? How have your shadow narratives taken a hold of you? What negative conditioning or stories do you need to unpack? And it's specifically related to expression, creative and self-expression, the way you choose to convey consciously or unconsciously an idea or an opinion or emotion. So basically, there's like a level of like feeling cursed when it comes to like truly, authentically, fully expressing in the deepest way, because it's like I have to keep all these ideas tight to me, or else like someone might lose and someone might win. No one's gonna lose or win. We're all in the superposition together, just trying to fucking vibe. The losing and winning that you're seeing is a projection of the video game that you're currently playing of existence. That's the
Awesome.
reading.
Caden, in the comments, you're gonna have to like let us know if that was dead on and how you feel about that. And we're gonna keep going to the next one. Cherry, do us a favor. When you pull a card, can you show it to the camera so that, or I don't know if that
Yes,
messes you up
yes,
or
I'll make a
whatever.
point to absolutely. I'll make sure to show it to the camera. Here, this is oh gosh, this is the Unicorn Tarot, by the way. It's a very
Okay.
cute tarot deck.
We're gonna pull one for Tiffany, and Tiffany is looking for orange. So let's see what's
Orange.
happening. Let's look in
Ooh,
with Tiffany. And
I
Tarmy,
know it.
you're going to be up next. And after that is, I can't read the name, but they're looking for pink. So we got yellow and
Okay.
pink coming up.
Okay, so this is the one that I'm gonna pull for orange, because it's kind of got this pinkish orangey, but also this is the Wizard's Tarot, and it's got a lot of orange on this, like orange dragon. Okay, and so this is for Tiffany.
This is for Tiffany.
Okay. Okay. I'm getting the vibe that I gotta pull a card from. This is the spread machine deck, both as an oracle, or you can use it as a way to do your like layout on the spot. So, what is Tiffany really needing to get smacked about? Ooh, okay. Got two things here. We got impact to start a chain reaction or movement to manifest change. We got experience gain, skills, upgrades, experiences. So we also got two oranges right there. Let me just quickly shuffle this, and we'll give Tiffany a quick little reading.
Gotcha. And I can't tell if I'm freezing
I love
or
doing
the internet's freezing. And by the way,
that kind of stuff. Okay.
Caden says spot on, and Cherry knows me well.
Okay.
So back to Tiffany. And guys, let me know. Am I freezing or is Cherry
In the
freezing?
middle that
She's
doesn't want
frozen
to do
for
a
me.
thing, but I get a feeling that we need. It might be that I'm freezing.
Yeah, you're freezing on my side. Not. You guys, let me know in the comments if
That is
she's freezing or if I'm freezing. Cherry's freezing every once in a while. Okay.
okay.
And we're
We have
looking.
got. Oh, am I here? Are we good? Can you see
Yep,
me?
you're back. I see you. I think you're
Okay,
moving now.
perfect. Beautiful Asia, got through the bullshit. Catch up with yourself. Like, stop.
I
Like,
think
you keep
she's.
thinking that it's going to be this external answer that's coming from outside, but it's real. Oop. Am I frozen again?
You froze for like 10 or 15 seconds.
Can you see? So let's do this again. I apologize. Sometimes the magic just makes it freezy. We're just that psychic and magical right now.
Okay.
We're here?
I think you're here right now. Yep.
Okay. Sorry. We got too much magic. It just makes it freeze.
There we go.
Okay. So we got impact to influence to start a chain reaction or movement to manifest a change. That's this card. We got the Ace of Swords that came up, and we got catch up. And the big message I got is catching up with yourself. Like, there's like this externalizing of like, okay, if I just find the thing out there, if I just find the thing out there, if I just find the thing out there, I could finally feel safe. I could finally feel good. And that's not it. That's like this card keeps saying like, cut through the bullshit, girlfriend, cut through the bullshit. Like it's like, and part of it is there's like this secret agenda, and the secret agenda is from this past life oracle deck, but like we got the secret agenda and the Eight of Swords, and that's part of it is just being really, really trapped in your own thoughts about things. We also have this experience gained, and the experience gained, we got the fit card, and it's not like about necessarily getting into shape, but it is about going outside and doing some sort of movement or doing some sort of repetitive movement, so that way you can clear it's sorry, I'm getting a lot of like that's the brain going on, and that's the problem is because that's why the wishes aren't being granted, because there's just like an overdearth of trying to think and make it happen and trying to like again, like there's like I keep seeing this like reaching outside, like coming up, like a hand coming up from the brain and like trying to grab like a claw arm, trying to grab for this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing. And that's not where the answer is. The answer is in here. So tidy up your place and you'll start to gather the strength that you've been feeling you've been missing, because you're ready to go on your journey, but you keep preparing for your journey. And part of it's because you're ignoring like some of your shadow stuff. Like you need to go on like a good, like little guided vision quest. Here's a good one for you, Tiffany. You're going to go look at the moon card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. You're going to go walk into that river. You're going to go swim down to the bottom. You're going to see the moon light slowly drift away as you swim towards the bottom. You're going to either go into like a door or a box or a house, something at the bottom, and you're going to see a scene play out in front of you. Something's going to happen. That's going to be the thing that you've been fearing. That's the thing that you're fearing. That's the thing you're avoiding. That's the thing that you keep like, that's why you keep like getting up here, not cutting through the bullshit, is because of whatever is in that like deep down dark space down there that you get to vibe. And that's the reading.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. So, Tiffany, let us know in the comments your feelings about everything. We're going to move on to Tarmy. Tarmy's feeling yellow today.
Okay. It was all yellow.
There's a good one. Have you ever done that
Right?
one at karaoke?
I have not. That one has not been one that I've been ever like, I need to karaoke that song. I usually, if I'm going to sing a song with a male voice, it's going to probably either be Foo Fighters or My Chemical Romance. I feel like I could definitely rock a real good I'm not okay from My Chemical Romance. So we're looking for yellow. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this tarot. Do I want to
Yep.
use this? Is this a tarot? No, this is an oracle. We don't want the oracle. We want a tarot. But this is. Oh, actually, no. I take it back.
We
We're
are
getting
starting
this
going to get
one.
some. Yeah, we are
We're
going to do
getting
some
this
karaoke
one.
together one day. By the way.
We are absolutely going to do some karaoke. So this deck is got a lot of yellow tones to it, like bright, stand outy yellow tones, like yellow. So even though the case isn't super yellow, like this one was the one that's like, nope, I wanna be red with this one. So okay, so this is for Tarmy. Gonna give it a little riffle shuffle, a
Yep.
little shuffly riffle. And like, by the way, when I do like a full reading, like what I just did there in like 5 minutes, I do that and they get more in depth into each card. We talk it through, we talk about what's going on. I usually give like a little self-care assignment afterward as well. On top of that, like I will like have like my full spread out and I will tap into like the card color that they pick, but then I'll use like oracle cards. Speaking of which, one of these oracle cards wants to come out for Tarmy, and it is from the 40 Servants. This is one of my favorite all-time oracle decks. So what does Tarmy need from the 40 Servants before we pick our tarot cards?
And oracle cards
Let's
are
see.
different than tarot cards, right?
Yep, tarot cards are all going to have at least that base 78 same cards, whereas oracle cards, like this only has 40 cards. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to have any overlap with this. And even though this particular deck does have a couple cards that have the same name, it's not the same meaning.
Gotcha.
Okay, so what does Tarmy need to hear? Ah, that's so funny. I was thinking of this card because I was like, well, except for like there is a devil card in this one, and there's a devil card in the tarot. And they kind of mean the same thing, but in different ways. The thing that's preventing your things from going full force in like the future is you and your logic. You're overthinking things too. And part of it is because, okay, so let's go with this. So this is the devil card. This is kind of what rules are you beholding yourself to? Whereas in tarot, it's like there's the like kind of like negative, like, oh, like you're addicted to something sometimes, or like you're like bound and chained, but you can lift the chains up. This is kind of like what internal rules are you like holding yourself to that you're not letting yourself get away from. And we also have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So we see that there's definitely a stuck energy. We see that things are not moving forward. We have the High Priestess in reverse, and that's because, and we have her right next to this Queen of Swords. So we have like this intuition gal being like, I can't tap into my intuition because I need to think it all through and think it. And part of the thing with this overthinky energy is this Five of Cups. And it's like part of the overthinking is, oh my God, if I don't overthink everything, then everything will go wrong and the milk will get spilled. Oh my God, the milk will get spilled if I don't try to think of every single thing that could possibly go wrong. And that's part of the problem is by focusing on all the things that can go wrong, you're telling your reticular activating system, please look for all these things that can go wrong and bring it to us. We got Knight of Swords. This is the guy that's like the teenage energy that's like going into the action thing. But like he's like saying, yo, stop going into action with the thinking. Focus on mastering your craft because because your blessings and gifts really want to come in, like your gift, like your psychic witchy gift wants to come in, like it wants to be, like it wants you to master it, but you're just like, no, but that doesn't make sense, that doesn't make logic. I can't just tap into this because if I tap into this, then what about this logic? Like intuition, what? Like just letting the flow happen, like letting the like universe take care of me? No. Yeah, gotta let yourself receive that energy. That's the reading.
That's awesome. Tarby, give us some feedback on that. I love the way you are, by the way, like the most energetic person ever, Cherry.
It's
You
it's
are?
so it's funny because I'm a non-energy type in human design. I'm just riding everyone else's energy. I'm just riding it like a surfboard.
That's awesome. Now, I
Okay,
can't pronounce the name, but we do know that it's pink.
okay, so we're gonna go with this pink. We got pink. Let me put these cards away. So I'm swimming in cards. Okay, hold on. We're getting that put away. Ooh, this is not the pink we want. We want this one. We want
And
this
by the way,
one.
we've got red coming next, but the question that we have from Brittany is Brittany wants to know, can they choose rainbow? So I don't know
Yes,
if
they
that's
can.
something. Okay, good. So we got pink red rainbow coming up.
It's the rainbow one. Okay, so pink. This person for the pink. We need some of these two cards. Okay. Oh, interesting. So we got this armor and acceptance card. So I can already tell you this is like what they're using to hide themselves away from the world and what they need to do to like move on to their best life. So let's get this tarot deck out here. This is the modern, no, wait, let's see. This is the Modern Witch Tarot. So this is based on that Smith Waite original design. Well, not original design. That's not like the only tarot out there, but a lot of tarot decks are going to be based off. A lot of people call it Rider Waite. I call it Smith Waite because Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork is the one that's been memed over and over again. So she gets her due in my book. It's the Smith Waite.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's see. Got a lot of Ace of Swords today. I think this is like my third reading with an Ace of Swords, and it was Caden and Tiffany, and now this Pink Please. We're gonna call her Pink Please. Oh, okay, we got one more from here. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so armor, Ace of Swords. So what is the defense gear or mechanism can you put into place? What's your best defense strategy to enforce your boundaries? How can you remain strong and resilient? In this particular case, I would actually say I'm vibing that it needs to be the opposite of all the woo things. In this particular case, you need to bring about a little bit of the logics in. Like it's reversed. So it's like kind of saying like, yeah, you're not using this as much as you need to. You need to go on a journey. And what I'm actually getting as well is it's not just a journey of using your brain and using your logics. It's also a brain of that's also a brain. It's also a journey of understanding how your brain works and why it keeps taking you down the same path and the same road. Like this is like I'm getting that vibe that you need to go learn that life coaching, neuroplasticity. Like here's how to rewire your brain because you're getting too much into the fluffy duffy like everything magic stuff. I need to be like, okay, here's how the brain works and here's how my brain keeps telling myself the same stories. We have got this silence. How and why have you chosen to remain silent? How can you activate and lead with your voice? We've got the Four of Swords, which is a resting card, but this particular case, both cards are reversed. Now, I don't always use these oracle cards as reversed, but I'm definitely vibing that this needs to be reversed. And in this particular case, it's too much silence because of too much rest. It's too much silence, too much rest. Why is it so much freaking rest? Why is there too much rest? Because if you're not being active in the things you want, then you can't get hurt and rejected. So of course you're resting up and not going out there and putting yourself out there because rejection sucks. We've got acceptance, awareness, understanding, peer pressure, approval, reputation, group mentality, and we got Two of Wands. And what I'm kind of getting from this is like, you do want to do big things. You do want to have that big life, but you keep saying, but well, here's all the reasons why I'm not allowed to have that. Here's all the reasons I'm not allowed to have like all my dreams come true. Why? Oh, this is interesting. I need another card. Hold on. Oh, okay. So we got the Chariot, which is like an activation card of like will and willpower. But then we got this card, victimhood. How are you blaming the world for what happened to you? How have you given up your agency and power? Alternatively, what painful experiences do you need to fully acknowledge in order to heal? My first thought that comes up is someone in your life had extreme willpower, maybe an overpowering willpower almost. And that like made you be like, nope, we're going to the soft, fluffy, duffy, la 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 in the clouds, in the magic, like energy, because like it's like an overcorrection. Like it's an overcorrection. Like this person was like so like beaten down by like no smarts, logic, blah. And this person was just like, okay, we're gonna go Pisces energy. We're gonna go full tilt ocean clouds. And it's like, no, you still need some of that, like it's like a balance of like the divine, like I have mixed feelings on divine feminine, divine masculine, but like the best way I could actually describe divine feminine and divine masculine is divine masculine is the stripper pole, divine feminine is the stripper. And that like the pole, it never moves. It's rigid, but you can grab onto it, you can move around it, you can spin around it, you can do a little sexy shimmy around it. So that's the feminine chaos energy. The masculine is the void structure energy. And in this particular case, it was like too much rigid structure. So that now like the overcorrection is la la la, fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. And the finances, money, abundance is we've got this Nine of Wands. And with this, I get like too much boundaries up about not ever going to that place where you have to be so strict and thinky and like that. Like it's like giving me overbearing dad energy without necessarily having to be a dad, but it's giving me like overbearing, like maybe it's overbearing mom energy, but like in a dad way. Like, you will study this, you will do this, you will do that, and if you don't, then the entire world's gonna fall apart. And it's like, oh, okay, nope, we're gonna go into the fluffy duffy, but I need one more card and then the reading's over. Where's the card? Where's the card? I know you're here. Where are you at? Where are you at? Okay, here we go. You're getting an activity to do to help get out of this energy. So, oh, okay, that's too many cards. Can we please shuffle? We're going to shuffle because you guys are, we don't need that many cards, y'all. Breakfast. But make breakfast, go out to breakfast, take yourself on a breakfast date, and actually go, like, how can I put this? Make sure it's a 2-seat table. Make sure there's a seat across from you that's empty, and imagine yourself talking to yourself. Like, but I'm seeing that you need to like go talk to your like inner child, but not in like a staying at home way. Like taking your inner child out to a breakfast date, sitting across the table from them and being like, "Yo, look, I get it. How can I help you?" Oh, we got these 2 cards again. Okay, apparently these 2 cards wanted to come out because I pulled them out, I put them away, and they came out again. So we got hair and gallery. I would normally say go take care and play with your hair and go see a gallery, but what I'm kind of vibing is like maybe see if you can go find like there was that movie that like I think it was like not Hairspray, but it was like Blowout or something like that, where there was like a big hair competition of fun, weird, fancy hair. Like try to find like an event that like kind of combines like weird hairstyles as art and like a gallery. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. I guess maybe that's part of what you wanted to do or want to do is something really, really, really creative with hair, but not just typical haircut, like full, like tilt, weird, like statuesque hair stuff. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that message. That's just what I'm kind of grokking from the information I'm getting. I hope that helped.
I hope so.
It's a
Good.
weird one. That's the
Pink.
that's the reading. Apparently, that's the reading.
There we go. Pink, please. You got to leave us some comments on the comments. And for all the people that just joined us and would like to get their reading, Cherry is asking for a color. So put your color in the comments, and then we will get to you in just a little bit. So I think our next one up is going to be Brittany, and
Red.
we're looking
Okay.
for red, please.
Okay. In this case, I actually am feeling that. Gosh, Green Witch Tarot, not the other one. So let me put this card away. Whoo. We got red and then rainbow. And then we'll probably have to wrap up kind of soon because I can only do
Okay.
so many readings. Before my energy is just like, we're done. Like I'm as a projector in human design, I just kind of like I surf the wave of the crowd. It's not that I naturally have my own. Like I have some energy centers, but I don't have like the same as like someone who's a generator who has like a deep sacral source of energy that they get to like kind of burn out. I'm really good at like efficiently seeing the energy of others. Um, Gosh, that last one with the hair was kind of a weird one. And I'm like, okay, I hope that was accurate because I'm like, that's so out there for me even, but like that's what I saw. So I don't know. Like sometimes with like the visions and stuff, it's just like blue. I don't know what to do with that. Blue.
Blue. We have no idea what to do with blue.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
there are a lot of people asking for readings, and we're just gonna have to. I think before you get going here, we might as well throw up your website again so people can actually get in touch with you. And there
yeah,
may be some more opportunities for you to come back on and work with us and give more readings. So we'll figure that out. For all you guys that aren't following us on Facebook, go to A Funny Way of Looking and follow us there, and we'll let you know more when Cherry's gonna be on and all kinds of cool stuff. All right.
absolutely. And if you also, I occasionally randomly will go live on Instagram and TikTok. There's no rhyme, there's no reason to when I go live, but if I do, I'm usually giving free little mini readings. But again, the difference between like a little mini reading like this is there's not a lot of dialogue, so I'm kind of flying blind here. And with my one-on-one readings, I also include that life coaching element because I'm able to like talk with you and be like, okay, is this resonating? Does this make sense? Like, is this related to this? So you can talk back to me and then I can actually get like a more accurate reading as well. Okay. Let's see. So Brittany, Ooh, impact and gratitude. Ah, okay. Up, up, up. Okay, these two want to come out too. Okay. Any other? No, this one wants to come out. Okay, hold on a sec. Oh, okay. Really? This one? Oh, okay. Side of that. Hold on. Those two are together, but then we want one of these for this nine of chalices. What's going on with this nine of chalices that this one needs to come out? One of the angel oracles wanted to come out for the nine of cups. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I don't necessarily believe in that dude in the same way, but that's useful. It's still an energy to tap into. Okay. So, luck, what opportunities and joyful surprises are in store for you? What can you do to align yourself to the energies of luck? We've got Three of Wands. So, Three of Wands and Two of Wands are kind of similar, but like Two of Wands is like planning the vacation, and Three of Wands is like buying the freaking ticket and actually going on the vacation. So, like, stop planning, start actually taking the plans and implementing them. That being said, we've got this Three of Cups. We got this like devil from the 40 servants reversed and the dead, which is an ancestral thing. And so what I get from this is like you need to like not only talk to your ancestor energy, but like I like to use this thing called emotion code, and it ends up helping me clear out a lot of my emotions. On top of that, you can clear out ancestral emotions. It's a book, Emotion Code. Go find this book and go muscle test yourself and find out at least 3 ancestral emotions that are trapped, because that's why you aren't moving forward. We also have this impact card to influence, to start a chain reaction or movement to manifest change, and we've got the Four of Wands. And so what I get from this is like it's not like manifesting change and like a don't pressure yourself to save the entire world. Don't pressure yourself to change the world. You are here to help celebrate and to help bring celebration into people's lives, to help people like find their inner celebration, to like let them like have that moment. Okay. So, like, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. And we got gratitude. What can you appreciate right now? What you need to practice and invite gratitude in your life. We also have King of Cups reversed. So I would say that you need to show gratitude for your ability to manage your emotions and stop beating yourself up for the fact that you're really good at managing your emotions in a way that other people might think is like maybe cold or rude because maybe you compartmentalize it or something. It's okay to do that in a way that's emotionally healthy for you without being overwhelmed. If someone in your life is telling you that, like, well, you're a bad person because like you're not showing emotions the way everyone else is, maybe you're freaking neurodivergent. You just don't show emotions the way everyone else does. A lot of people are undiagnosed with ADHD, autism, and all sorts of other things, highly sensitive people as well. And just because you don't show your emotions the way that people think you should doesn't mean that you don't have them. It doesn't mean that the way you process things is wrong. It's just that you have a way of seeing the world that's different, and that's okay. We also got this wish granted Nine of Cups, and what we got is the Jesus card from the angel deck. But this is like a kind of like a more modern Jesus, but like it's not about Jesus specifically. It's about forgiveness, compassion, and the spiritual teacher. And you as a spiritual teacher can start stepping into your wish granting powers for yourself when you forgive yourself for not doing things the way other people do. Last is, what seeds are you planting for your life? Confront the fact that you maybe planted a bunch of seeds in a garden that you don't want to tend anymore, and that's okay. You can move on. Any other cards? No, that's the reading.
You know what? We're gonna do something a little special here, just because one person, John, I told him that you were gonna be on, and he was so excited to get a reading from you. So we're gonna do John, and then let you go recharge, and then figure out when you can be on next, and how people can get in touch with you. So, um,
Absolutely. And I did not give you all this link, so don't worry about the text of this. But if you go to if anyone wants to give me a tip for my tip jar for the reading, I'm at fizzypatron.com, FIZZY patron, patron.com. I have a tip jar up there. If you're like, you know what, that was a good little reading, I'm just gonna give her just toss a tip. I accept tips.
There we go. I
Just
wish we
saying.
had that banner up there. We'll do that
I
next
didn't
time for you.
I didn't think about that. I was so excited just to be on. I'm like, oh yeah, I have this, don't I?
Well, there's two reasons. One, for John, I promised him that you would do a reading for him. I don't know how I promised your time, but I did that. And then his color is black. And
Ooh.
black is an interesting color. It's either all colors or no colors, right? Um,
I think white is all colors, and then black is no colors. And black is like a color of power because it absorbs other colors, which is why so many witches wear it, if I recall correctly.
oh, okay. Well, there you go. So, John, it's all for you. Um,
Yeah.
we have several other people that are asking for colors, but I totally understand getting overwhelmed and tired. And so we'll have to throw out your website and figure out how they can get back to you again.
Right? And like I said, they can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will occasionally go live on there and give little free readings as well. And if they really just like need my reading energy, I do the one-on-one sessions, which are, like I said, more in depth. There's more of a conversations. I'm not kind of just like throwing out things like I'm very intuitive, but part of the thing with doing it like this is like I'm kind of like I feel like I'm throwing spaghetti, and I'm like I hope this makes sense. Like again, blue, okay, okay. Again, spirit guides, blue. What do you want?
Got it.
Blue. Okay, so we're
That's
going
funny.
with
We are going with
oh.
black.
Okay, let's see which
I'm
black.
excited about black, so
Let's
this is cool.
see. We're not using this one. We're using this one. Okay, we're using this one. So it's just my hands are doing their thing. Is there any oracle decks you guys want? Let's see. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna get a tarot muse card out. Muse of Tarot. Hold on a second. This is like a kind of like so the tarot muse is just these ladies. They're not actually an oracle. They're just like kind of like an energy that wants to be tapped in for his reading. So, which y'all wants to come? You want to come out? Okay. We got mirrorovely. So the energy that's going to be especially about this reading is like a mirror of what's going on. Like, and I mean, tarot in general is a mirror. Like, part of the reason that I'm able to read so well is because I just accept, like, I'm just kind of seeing into someone's mirror. I'm just plucking a moment at a time. And that's why I also don't read the future for people, because the future's ever changing. And also, time travel logic dictates that by knowing about the future, you change the future.
Mm, there you go.
Okay, I opened to these two cards, and apparently I got pinged to mention that we got Six of Wands victory. We got 10 of Wands reversed. The mirror of this is that you can be successful. You got success, but the reason that you're not going to get your success is because of the weight of the world on your back. You're like, nope, if I carry every single problem, then maybe I can be successful. And that's not it. We got this is this 12? We got this 12 card, which is meditation. It's often the hanged one, or like a kind of surrender energy, but in this particular case the deck wanted this card meditation specifically. So let me shuffle and we're gonna see what else we're getting. But I think with the meditation I'm seeing is that you need to go into the 10 of Wands card. And by go into the card, what I mean is imagine yourself in a dark space, see a door that's glowing, like an actual, like, just like kind of like cut out door, and what's going to be in the door is a tarot card. Don't worry about this deck, just go find the 10 of Wands from the Smith Waite Tarot and go into that card and be the person with the wands on your back, but actually start dropping them. And as you drop each one, look and see what word is on each one. There's going to be a word on each wand of all the things you need to drop so you can be successful, because you're just trying to carry, like, it's really this, like, I'm like carrying the weight of the world because everyone relies on me, and if I don't carry this, who can carry it? But who the fuck can carry you? Where's your Sam to your Frodo? Okay, now that I got that meditation card out of the way, we're putting that back. Okay, so what else does this person need to hear? Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. But you guys wanted to come out too. Okay. Got one more. We got one more. Oh. Okay. Let me shuffle these on this 40 servants. Devil card again! I shuffled! You saw me shuffle! You saw me shuffle. Okay, whatever your issues are with your mom, dude, maybe she was not emotional, but like we got this 9 of Cups and we got education. This one is reversed, and so what I'm getting, like, again, I don't normally read reversals with these cards, but for some reason I'm getting the pink to read the reversal, is that like the card upright is message, information, knowledge, propaganda, ignorance, indoctrination, research, curiosity, but we're getting reversed, and I'm just getting that big like the education isn't granting your own wishes, letting yourself have, like in the movie Halloween Town, Grandma Aggie says that like magic is like granting, like asking for a wish and then letting yourself have it. And that's the part that you keep missing. You keep making the wish, but you don't let yourself have it. And the reason you don't let yourself have it is because some woman figure who, like, I'm kind of getting like Cancer energy, like maybe like they have a Cancer sun sign or a Cancer moon sign, or like they just have like heavy Cancer placements. Like the thing with Cancer energy is, one, it's like a motherly energy, but two, like, and it's like a nurturing energy. But the other thing is pinch is the crab. It goes pinch, and then it scurries away, and then it hides its soft underbelly. Like, you will not get my underbelly. And then it comes out and it pinches, and then it scurries away. And so with this, like the internal bindings that you hold yourself to were implanted by this like matronly mother figure who wasn't giving you her emotional support growing up because you would have moved too fast and tripped over your feet and then fallen on your face, which is why you needed to have that experience, so that way you didn't end up with a permanent bloody broken nose your entire life, metaphorically speaking. But now that you're older, you're allowed to move on from that. But you keep blocking your victory. This is the second time we got this, but this time it's reversed. We got the Guru card, and I'm guessing that you need to seek out a teacher who will teach you how to let yourself grant those wishes. And that teacher's got to be a witch of some sort. But okay, one, yes, you got to seek like an external witch teacher who will teach you, not necessarily me, but just someone in general who's got witchy vibes that'll like let you like play along for the ride. But the other thing is like what you're gonna learn is how to like really radically embody all of your own power. Like, part of the thing is, and this is the thing that's kind of hard about tarot readings, is everyone here, y'all have radical power. I'm not doing anything that y'all can't do, but y'all have convinced yourselves that you're powerless and that you need to tap into my energy in order to feel power. You guys are so incredibly powerful if you let yourself have it. We have consciousness, archetypes, collective reality, awakening, individualities, and we have strength reversed. What was I just talking about? What did I literally just say before I pulled these two cards? They're incredibly strong, they're incredibly powerful, and this is like this like literal consciousness, collective reality, and their own awakening, and they're just not going into it. Okay, so stop fantasizing about what could be, because that's your problematic behavior, is just diving too fucking deep into the fantasies, because that's what's preventing you from moving forward. Like, flip up the gatekeeper. Stop feeling left out in the cold like your little orphan Annie that no one's gonna ever like give you the thing you need. You're the one that's supposed to give you the thing you need. Is that the reading? No, we got one more. One more? Is it any of these decks? Is it one of these? One of these? One of these? One of these. Okay, hold on. No. Okay, I guess it's this one. I don't normally. Oh, it's this one. Oh, I forgot that I had this one. I don't know this one. Well, we're getting the death card. This is not a tarot deck. This is an oracle deck, but we're getting the death card. And this is the eternal cycle begins here. Here's the thing about letting things go and letting things die and be buried and gone. If we did not have death, and I don't know who came, I think this was in my Fairy Oracles book, but if we didn't have death, we would be up to our eyeballs in alligators and flies. We would be up to our eyeballs in gnats and ants and everything that never died. Death is there for a reason. Death is there to return the cycle, the dregs of existence, not the dregs, not the cycles, not the body parts. It's like the compost. Like, death is there to create compost for existence, but you can't have the flowers grow in the compost of existence if you never fucking let go and let the old thing die. Go do something at midnight. What is this person gonna go do at midnight? Hold on a second. Something you gotta go do at midnight. It's the midnight hour. Um okay, so I'm getting a song, but it's a song I wrote, and I don't know if I'm getting this song like I don't know if this person is queer at all, but like I'm getting the song from my friends that I wrote for my friend's book. My friend wrote this book called Surrender Your Sons, and it was about like it was basically like conversion therapy meets Lost, and like it's about like this island that these kids are taken to, and so I'm getting that song like in the midnight hour they make their plans to leave. You thought you could fix them, you weren't broken like you believed. When the world is torn apart. I got a gift of a puzzle, but the puzzle isn't an actual puzzle, and the gift isn't an actual gift. The gift is the puzzling life that you've led. It doesn't fucking make any sense, but okay, I'm just fucking channeling. Hold on. Sorry, I shouldn't curse so much. I hope that's okay. I'm just cursing up a storm.
You're all good.
Okay, here's the assignment, but the assignment is going to be this card, but the puzzle is you. You're just trying to find your own puzzle pieces. And I think the sensory journey is going to be how you find these little puzzle pieces. But the gift has always been you. You've always been the gift. That was the point, was for you to be the gift. I don't know if that resonates. I don't know why I'm saying it, but apparently I'm saying it because that was your high scores being the gift, but your armor is this idea that you're too puzzling to figure out. But that was kind of the point, was to be a puzzle to like solve. That's why you incarnated, so you could solve the puzzle of you. So you get to take a sensory journey, and you're going to take a sensory journey, and you're going to note what you smell, note what you taste, note what you hear, note what you see, note what you feel. Sensory journey outside. I'm kind of seeing an arboretum, but do what you will with that. But more importantly, also take a mental sensory journey. Take this puzzle that you think you are and go on a sensory journey and know what you smell, know what you taste, know what you hear, know what you see, know what you feel. Like when I did branding for my company, Cherry Fizz, like that's the big mama company. That's like the Disney corporation to my smaller companies. It's Cherry Fizz. And then I have Majorly Arcana, which is my witch brand. I literally made a tea. I literally branded my company by like having scents, by having a tea, by having a taste. So the tea I made is cherry and mint. And with the sensory journey and this puzzle, you're going to get these little puzzle pieces and collect them of your personal existence brand. Brand's not the best word, but I am into marketing, so we're gonna go with it. Know what you smell about yourself, and it doesn't have to be like smelly, stinky, or like odd. It can be like maple syrup or something. I don't know, but like know what you smell, know what you taste, know what you hear, know what you see, know what you feel, because you keep trying to solve the puzzle in a logical manner, and it's not a logical puzzle, it's a sensory puzzle. And the puzzle isn't like, oh, there's this missing piece that if I find this one piece, I could finally be complete. No, F that. You're already complete and beautiful and wonderful as you are. The biggest problem is you keep thinking that you have to solve the thing instead of just accepting that, like, you've already been solved. You've already been amazing. You're wonderful as you are. You just keep lying to yourself in order to, why do they keep lying to themselves? Because you don't want to incorporate all the lessons that you've learned up to this point so you can really go forward into that next chapter. You're lying to yourself about your skills and your abilities to move into the next chapter because you're more scared of the unknown versus the known of telling yourself all these stories about yourself. That's the reading.
Awesome. Uh, John, leave some comments or not, and I think that was a pretty good reading for John. Just
I
knowing
hope
John,
so.
I think that was. We're gonna wrap this up, guys. Sorry we couldn't get to everybody. We've been doing this for about an hour. Caden, we will definitely invite you to karaoke. Matter of fact, I couldn't do it without you, so with you will definitely be on some karaoke. Tiffany actually left you a nice message here. Thank you. My overthinking is all due to a family member
Oh,
terminal
goodness.
illness. I'll wander through the moon card. And then Hannah, thank you for showing up and just for being here. This is excellent, she says. Um, Tarmy, you did a reading for her. And Tarmy says, that's perfect. That's exactly me with a familiar pill. And I know exactly what you're referring to right now. So that's awesome. You guys were awesome for hanging around. I love this. We're going to do this more often. So if you haven't signed up or clicked on, for a funny way of looking, please do that. We broadcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We have a new guest all the time. So um, I can't wait to have you on, do some cool stuff. Okay. Thank you so much, Cherry. We are definitely going to have you back and love doing this with you. So let's call it a day.
I had such a great time. I had such a great time, and thank you so much. I will see y'all next time.
All right. That's a funny way of looking. See you guys later. Bye.